A very pleasant morning, children. Again, I welcome you all to my session of for story, The Chinese Statue by Jeff Archer. And we will continue from where we had left in our previous session. So we had done up till page number 66, first paragraph we had done, where we had come across the fact why what happened when these three people, that is the Mandarin, the old craftsman Yung Li and Sir Alexander, went on a journey which was offered by Sir Alexander, and in that journey itself Sir Alexander offered this man Yung Li, the old craftsman, a house for him to live in, and it was a perfect house as it has been mentioned. And then he says, Sir Alexander says that he is gifting this house to this old craftsman Yung Li because he just wants to give a small, it is you can say a small token for token of thanks. It is a very inadequate. It is very small. It was a very inadequate, very small token of thanks from this man, Sir Alexander Heathcote, for the old craftsman. Now let's see what the craftsman says. What happens after this? It is page number 66, second paragraph. The craftsman fell to his knees and begged forgiveness of the Mandarin, as he knew it was forbidden for an artisan to accept gifts from a foreigner. Now this old craftsman, according to the Chinese tradition, was not allowed to accept any gift from any foreigner. As an artisan, as a worker, he was not allowed to do so. As a worker of arts, he was not allowed to do so according to Chinese law. So he fell down on his knees to Mandarin and asked him for forgiveness. Asked him for forgiveness because he was doing something which was against the Chinese law. The Mandarin raised the frightened blue figure from the ground, explaining to his countryman from the Empress to his countryman that the Empress herself had sanctioned the minister's request. Now Mandarin, who was actually knowing the fact behind why he has been offered this house, picked up this old frightened craftsman from the ground, and he told him that the permission has already been acquired from the Empress herself, and that it has been sanctioned, that it has been granted. A smile of joy came over the face of the craftsman, and he slowly walked up to the doorway of the beautiful little house, unable to resist running his hand over the carved lion dogs. When the craftsman came across the fact that that he has been offered, that whatever he has been offered, the permission for that has already been taken from the Empress, he was very much happy, and the joy was obviously visible on his face, and he could not stop himself from actually having the feel of the lion dogs that were there at the entrance of the house. The three travelers then spent over an hour admiring the little house before returning in a silent mutual happiness back to the workshop in Hali Chuan. Now, the three travelers over here means Yung Li, Sir Alexander, and the Mandarin. They stayed there in that house, in that place for almost an hour, and during all this time they were only admiring the work of admiring the work of the person who had made the house. And after some time they left that place, and they were very much satisfied and contented, and mutually they were happy. They were happy for whatever they had done for each other. The two men thus parted. The two men means Sir Alexander and this old craftsman Yung Li. Then they parted. Then they separated from each other. Honor satisfied, and Sir Alexander wrote to his embassy that night, content that his actions had met with the approval